just trying to find ways of how can I look at something in a more positive light, the silver lining. Told you it was gonna be a long video, 10 minutes. I just talk and talk and talk.
Good morning from the internet, where your cesspool is my jacuzzi. My name is Lauren Knighty. I'm a psychiatric evaluator, and I've been following the Clayton Echard, Laura Owens paternity scandal case. This week I got my flight, so I'll be going to Scottsdale to attend the trial. But I just want to talk a little bit about why I'm going and some things I feel like we should keep in mind on the trial date. And that will include me sharing a little bit of some advice Clayton gave me. I'll give a little bit of background as to why I was asking those questions and what was going on at the time. To make a long story short, I went to meet someone in person for the first time that I had talked to for a long time. They kind of ghosted, came back around. They were with their friends at this arcade place. And I went and I sat at the bar with her for a little while. It was really uncomfortable because her friends were circling around like sharks and laughing or whatever. And she was looking around over her shoulder the whole time. And whenever they would come around, I was just dude, what am I doing here? And so I kept saying hey, do you want to walk me outside or whatever? Because I'm trying to leave. You know what I mean? Why would I want to be in this situation? I've never met any of these people. I'm by myself. I didn't have any friends with me. I'm going to skip over some stuff here because I don't need to tell y'all all that. But essentially the next day, I noticed on Twitter, she had started tweeting about me, basically her and her friends saying she could do so much better than me. So I guess they were actually just there to make fun of me the entire time. These people were obviously making fun of how I looked. When I called her out on it, she doubled down and then tried to make me feel like I did something wrong. She made it sound how dare you, I would never judge someone's looks or whatever. And I'm clearly that's what you're doing. Am I really in my 30s having people tweet about me being ugly or people can do better than me or whatever? So after a couple weeks of untangling from those mental gymnastics, I finally blocked this person because they were still watching my stories and shit like that. And I'm I know you're only doing this to make fun of me at this point. Anyways, this is relevant because I remembered when Clayton was named the Bachelor and then they made him read those mean tweets about him. And I feel like he's always handled stuff like that really well. Now, some people think the Cameo app is stupid. I find it to be kind of a fun thing. I do have some words of comfort for those who for some reason take it upon themselves to get irritated that people use the Cameo app because they don't get it. And that is, I did not get you one. No one's doing this for you. Go away. So 7 or 8 months ago, I sent this Cameo request to Clayton, and I'm basically explaining a little bit about what was going on and asking how did you deal with this? What made you feel better when you were getting these kinds of messages and stuff like that? And he responded back with a 10-minute video that was very personal, very insightful, and it really reached me. And I find it very helpful. I've still listened to it sometimes when I really need to hear it. Because it did feel so personal, I haven't shared it. I don't want to put that out there for internet points, if that makes sense. That's just not me. The reason I'm going to show some of this now is that we're coming up on the trial, and I just want to share a little bit about why I feel the need to be there. This person who did this for me is clearly, going through something horrible. He's had his character attacked. He's been defamed. So yeah, I just want to share a little bit of his kindness towards a stranger when they needed it. I will not share the majority of this. I'm going to share a little bit, just the parts where he was giving advice and some stuff that he has already spoken on publicly that I know is not private.
With people saying negative things, one of my favorite quotes that I recently just heard, and I think it's so powerful and it's actually really helped me out, is if you have a problem with me, then call me. And if you don't have my phone number, then you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. I thought that was such a powerful phrase, and it made me realize, for me, that was a pivotal moment to hear that phrase be said. And I thought, how many people that are saying negative things about me actually know me? How many of them have my phone number, right? That's a really great indicator if someone's a good friend of yours, if they have your phone number. If they don't have your phone number, well, they don't know you that well, obviously, right? We only give out our phone numbers really to people that we know, right? You don't give your phone number out to strangers unless it's for business or something. But, it's hardly often you're giving out your number. More than likely you're giving out your number because these people know you and you feel comfortable giving your phone number out. So I just remind myself that there's a lot of people that are saying things about me and will continue to say things about me and will hate me regardless. That's just the way it is. You can't keep everybody happy. I found that out. The other phrase that I really love that someone told me was, you can never say the right thing to the wrong person. You can never say the wrong thing to the right person. And I thought it was really powerful as well, because there are some people that no matter what you try to say, you'll always be wrong in their eyes. They'll always fight you. They'll always say that you're not a good person, whatever. But the right person will hear you out. And if you say the wrong thing, they'll ask for clarification. They'll give you a grace. And that's just the way it is. Like, so I try to surround myself with people that are the right people. And if they're not, then they're not. And I don't try to force things. In the past, I would try to be funny, or I'd text something and I would delete the text and I'd say something different. I'd delete it. And I was like, what do I think that this person would really like to hear? What do I think they would find to be the most funny? And what I realized was, I was like, I need to stop trying to be something for this other person that I think they might want me to be. I just need to be myself. And if I send them a text message and it's the first thing that I think of and I send it and they don't like it, or they think it's corny or goofy or cringy, whatever, that's me. So I just have gotten to this place where I'm like, I am authentically me. I'm just doing what I'm doing. And I will, if I present the energy that I have. So if I like to dance, I just got my ears pierced recently, my hair permed, and like, this is just me. I'm expressive, more expressive than I've ever been. And so, the thing is that I am like, this is the real me. This is the person that I've been hiding, that I was just trying to be what other people wanted me to be, or what I thought they wanted me to be. And now I'm just doing me. And so my advice is to just authentically be yourself, because that's what you want to attract, is someone that's like, I love you for you and for everything that you are. My buddy Jesse Palmer from the show, he found his person at like 43. And you know what? Like, you can find your person at 50, 60, 70, and it'll always be worth it when you find the right person. We just have to be patient. And so I think that's where you just have to practice patience and say, you know what? Let me work on me. Let me be the best version of myself. And when the right person comes around, I'll be ready. Just trying to find ways of how can I look at something in a more positive light, the silver lining. Doing that, I think, is the best way to go through life. And that's how you'll be your happiest. I told you it was going to be a long video, 10 minutes. I just talk and talk and talk, but hopefully some of this helped. And I hope you have a great day.
Now, after he sent me this 10-minute video, he did not charge me. And he didn't have to do that. If I just wanted to hate on Laura Owens, if I just wanted to talk about Laura Owens and watch her kind of fail, then I could do that from here in my loft. She is not the important one in my book. Clayton Echard is. I want to show up and return the support that he gave me. Do not give this woman ammunition to say that she felt intimidated or harassed. I'm not saying don't go. I mean, obviously I'm going. But I'm just saying, like, please be on your best behavior. Don't break any laws. And that's not to be accusatory to anyone in particular. I just know with large groups of people, stuff can happen. If you start to feel angry and you feel like you might say or do something you shouldn't, just remember that guy in that video needs you not to do that. Also, I had a live stream last night. We played a bunch of rounds of Quiplash. It was super fun. Anyone can join us. If you're watching the stream, you can play from your phone. So I'll probably do that again soon. I'm got a long drive to North Carolina today, but I will have my laptop and stuff with me. So hopefully I'll do that again sometime in the next week or so. And hopefully everyone will join us again, because that was super fun. Thanks everyone for the support. I really appreciate it. I don't really have time for bloopers today because I have to drive, so here, have this. Okay, good enough.